It's time for the Super Bowl. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 15 of this Green Bay Packers Madden 23 franchise series. And today, I'm obviously playing the Super Bowl here in this Green Bay Packers Madden 23 franchise series, as it is the big game. As I'm really excited for this game, but also really nervous. I really want to win. I know it's only a video game, but I really want to win. So I want to end Aaron Rodgers' Packers career in this game, obviously, with the Super Bowl win, and also want to end this series, and also want to end this series, and I want to end this series and end Madden 23 with a Super Bowl win. I've won 2 Super Bowls so far throughout Madden 23. That's all my series combined. This is my last Madden 23 series that is still going. This is the last episode of this series, win or lose. It's season number 2 here in this franchise. Season number 1, we made the playoffs but lost in the wild card round. Season number 2, well, we made the playoffs again, and obviously we got 3 rounds farther than last year. Last year we lost in the wild card round. This year we're in the Super Bowl. As we're playing the Chargers, who are 13-4, we're 11-6. No, you're not. Yeah, the Chargers, the AFC 2 seed, we're the NFC 4 seed. We beat the Cowboys 21-7. Then we beat the Panthers 31-28 in double overtime. Yes, it was 31-28 in double overtime. That was in the divisional round. And then in the NFC Championship game, we completely smacked the Atlanta Falcons on the road 45-6. Yeah. And the difficulty is on All-Pro. It's been on All-Pro for the entirety of this series. That 45-6 game is the biggest blowout I've ever played on or off camera while on All-Pro. So I don't think 45-6 is going to happen again. I don't care if we score, in this case, 39 more points than the Chargers or 1 more point than the Chargers. As long as we score more points than the Chargers and we win, that's a thumbs up, double thumbs up for me. The Chargers beat the Broncos 38-27, then they beat the Bengals 35-27, and then they beat the Titans 35-21. So they scored 38 points, 35 points, and 35 points. We scored 21 points, 31 points, and then 45 points. So both of these teams obviously are 3-0 here in the playoffs. Obviously only the 1 seeds did a first round bye. The Ravens, the AFC 1 seed, lost to the Titans, who ended up losing to the Chargers, and then the Falcons, obviously they were the 1 seed, beat the 49ers in the divisional round 28-14, but then got blown out by the Packers 45-6 in Atlanta too. This is Super Bowl 58. This is Super Bowl 58 because it's the 2023 season in this game. So it's like I said, Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. So the game, like I said, is at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. So it's like I said, the game is at Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas, Nevada. Yearly awards, because one of the Packers players did win a yearly award. Desmond Ridder, who's the Falcons quarterback, won MVP, but obviously we beat them 45-6 in the NFC Championship game. Joe Burrow, second, Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert came in 6th, and he's the Chargers quarterback. Carson Wentz, Aaron Donald, Patrick Mahomes, and Ryan Tannehill. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs didn't even make the playoffs. That's surprising. Coach of the Year, Arthur Smith, the Falcons head coach. But obviously, we beat them in the NFC Championship game. Am I even on here? No, I wasn't even top 10. That's ridiculous. Offensive Player of the Year, Jonathan Taylor. This is the AFC. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Rick Anderson. Morgan Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. And then NFC, Offensive Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. I figured that. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Tyler Pickens, our wide receiver, our first string wide receiver, and who was our first round draft pick last season. Won Offensive Player of the Year. That's the reason I drafted him right there. Defensive Player of the Year, Jose Bautista. Not the baseball player that fell off the planet a few years ago, but a football player, which is not. I don't think this is even a real player based on the face. But he got Jose Bautista got Defensive Player of the Year. or defensive rookie of the year. But yeah, it's not obviously not the baseball player that fell off the planet 5 years ago or whatever. It's a made up Jose Bautista that plays football. Now let's go to Super Bowl Media Day, and then we'll get into the Super Bowl itself. Yeah, so we have Tyler Pickens at wide receiver, Chris Godwin, we have Robert Tonyan at tight end, and also at wide receiver we have Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson. So we have plenty of weapons for Aaron Rodgers. Every coach's dream is to hoist the Lombardi Trophy as confetti rains down, and you have a chance to do that for the first time this week. What would a win mean to you? Everything, because like you said, every coach's dream of this moment, so it would mean everything to me. All the work we put in is to prepare for this moment when we have the opportunity to call ourselves champions. I mean, this is all or nothing. I mean, this series is going to end on a Super Bowl win or a Super Bowl loss. Hopefully it's a Super Bowl win. We're 11-6. They're 13-4. They're technically the home team, which that doesn't really matter. Not really, but yeah. Either way, it's technically Packers and Chargers. We're the road team. They're the home team. Doesn't really matter, like I said. But except for like a coin toss. The coin toss, the road team gets to choose it. So if it does go to overtime, at least I'd have to choose heads or tails. But other than that, it doesn't matter except for the coin toss, the locker rooms, the jerseys, and the sideline. Or what the coin toss, what jersey you wear, what sideline you're on, and what locker room you're in. But other than that, it doesn't matter. So now let's get into the game. Here we go. This is also Aaron Rodgers' last game as a Packer in his career. Obviously, in real life, 2023 hasn't happened yet. The 2023 season hasn't. The 2023 season hasn't happened yet. And in real life, Aaron Rodgers would be on the Jets. But in this game, he's not. But this is still his last game as a Packer. Will it end on a Super Bowl win or a Super Bowl loss? Hopefully, it's a Super Bowl win. We're in 80. Both of these teams are 86 overalls. So yeah, let's did it. Play call enhanced. Skill level is all pro. Is all pro, and it will always be. I mean, it's been all pro for the entirety of the series. And the game style is simulation. Let's get into the Super Bowl. Let's get into the Super Bowl right now. Everything on the line. I really want to win this game. Like, if we lose, I'm not going to be happy. I know it's just a video game, but I really want to win. Like, badly want to win. Let's watch the presentation. Alan Roach, Super Bowl 58. Here we go, let's go. Have the coin toss momentarily here. Hopefully they did the ball first because I want the ball after halftime, but either way I'll be fine. I would prefer to have the ball to start the second half though, but we'll find out in a few minutes here who gets the ball first. As we have the coin toss momentarily, like I said, there's Devondre Campbell, you just saw Justin Herbert. And I believe there's 4 captains out there for both teams. There's Rodgers, Kenny Clark, Chris Godwin, and Devondre Campbell. And then out there for LA is definitely Justin Herbert, and I'm not sure who the other 3 players are. And all you see is the coin toss, and then each team's players clapping, and then the referee's clapping, or the officials clapping, and the referee. Obviously the referee is the one in the white hat in the middle. We might actually have a 5th captain out there because that was just Alexander right there. But either way, Looks like we did the ball first. Yes, we do, because Dobbs is back to return. 18 returns, 480 yards. I mean, he had a few good returns against Atlanta. And then their kicker is Sam Solomon. I have no idea who that is, but that's their kicker. Our kicker is Bryce Huff, a rookie out of Virginia Tech. I don't think he's a real player in real life. I might be wrong about that. I'm not sure, but we did the ball first, as we're on your way here in Super Bowl 58. Super Bowl 58 is on your way here in Las Vegas. And Dobbs, and another good return by Dobbs to the 32-yard line. 3 seconds in the Super Bowl 58 here in Vegas. Here we go. Here comes Aaron Rodgers in his second Super Bowl. 30 touchdowns, 23 interceptions. Obviously, 23 interceptions is a career high for Rodgers. 4,300 yards. Obviously, he usually only has like 5 or 6 a year, maybe 7 or 8, but not 23. But he has 23, but that doesn't matter. He's here. His team's here. Let's go. First play to run to Jones, and of course there's a flag on the first play from scrimmage, and it's probably a hold. And yes, it is. So a hold 6 seconds into the game, and it's on Robert Tonyan, who's no longer on the team. He's on the Bears now, so this is his final game as a Packer as well. His final game as a Packer for Rodgers and Tonyan. Here we go. Come on. 1st and 19 now. Here we go. There's a throw, and it's caught. Pickens, the offensive rookie of the year, with his first catch of the Super Bowl. 32 yards, first down, Green Bay. As I threw that right over a defender's head. I thought that was going to be picked off, but I threw it right over a defender's head to the LA 45. And now Jones, no holding call this time. 6 yards, 2nd down and 4. As out of the first 3 playoff games against Dallas, Carolina, and Atlanta, Aaron Jones, our first-year running back, had around 150 yards per game. That's for all 3 playoff games against the Cowboys, Panthers, and Falcons. And here's another run, and he got tackled from behind. It's on 3rd and a yard from the LA 36. That was a dot, though, by Rodgers to Pickens, who's the offensive player or offensive rookie of the year. 3rd and a yard now. You'd think I would be running, but I'm going to pass here. And here's a throw. It's caught by Tonyan, and he is going to be 4th and inches. He got maybe 1.5 feet, but he didn't get maybe 2.5 feet really, but it's not 4th and inches. Do I go for it or do I kick it? Do I go for it or kick it? If I kick it, it's a 52-yard field goal for Huff, or do I go for it? I'm going for it. I mean, no, I'm in the wrong play. Here we go. Here we go. Halfback gut here. It's to Jones, 4th and inches. And here's Jones, and it's a first down. And more. He got about 9. Down to the 28, first down, as we convert on 4th and inches. As we only needed, well, less than a foot. Hence the 4th and inches. Here we go. Here's a throw, and it ended up hitting, I was throwing it to Tonyan, but it hit a finger or a hand at the line of scrimmage. Send it down in 10 from the LA 28. Here we go. Play action. And I'll throw it to Tonyan again. And he got about, not 8. It's now 3rd and 2. I'm gonna run it. 6-minute quarters, by the way, 6-minute quarters. This is already a 3.5-minute drive, give or take. Here we go, 3rd and 2, and he is. Now it's 4th and 1. As he got halfway there, did I go for it again or did I kick it this time? Now it's suggesting going for it. Last time it didn't. We already converted once. I'm going to go fullback dive. And our fullback technically is our second-string running back, A.J. Dillon. So I'm naming it to the Quadzilla. I think it's a Dillon. Here we go. And I'm getting it to the Quadzilla. A.J. Dillon, he's got it! And plenty more. He only needed 1. He got 8. And it's 1st and 10 from the 10. This is a kind of drive that could set the tone. As our fullback technically, like I said, is our second-string running back. As A.J. Dillon got 8 yards. And he has big quads, that's why his nickname is the Quadzilla. Here we go, I'm giving it to Jones again, and he's got about 8. 2nd and 2 from the 2, as you can't get a first down at like the half-yard line. I'm going to give it to Dillon again. Another fullback dive to A.J. Dillon. 2nd and 2. This is already almost a 5-minute drive. And it's actually Yosua DeGuara. It's now 3rd and 1 from the 1. So it's not it wasn't the Dillon. It was to one of our tight ends, Yosua DeGuara. Now it's an inside zone. It's 3rd and 1. There's 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Here we go. If I don't get this, I might go for it. 3rd and 1 now. And Jones runs into a roadblock. And it's now 4th and 2 as he lost a yard. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. I go for it or I kick it. If I don't get it, I pin him deep. But also, like, should I take the points? But also, I'm already 2 for 2 on 4th downs on this drive. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna come out to go for it, but also, I don't think I have to snap it. I don't think I do. As this is a fullback dive to A.J. Dillon this time. I'm gonna go for it. Here we go. Get in, Dillon, and Dillon is in. Touchdown, A.J. Dillon, and the Panthers strike first in the Super Bowl. Our 3rd 4th down conversion on the drive, and a 6-minute drive, give or take, ends in a touchdown. As we go 3 for 3 on 4th down on that drive alone, and the Panthers strike first in Super Bowl 58. What a gutsy call. As it was a fullback dive, this time to A.J. Dillon and not DeGuara. And here's Huff. And Huff will make the extra point, as that was a just under a 6-minute drive. 6 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Packers. But that was a great drive by Green Bay. 13-play drive. 13-play drive that lasted just under 6 minutes. And there's only 6 seconds to go now in the first quarter. Here's O'Donnell, our punter, who does the kickoffs. Not Huff. Now, well, no, they're probably going to return it from about 2 yards deep in the end zone. This might be the last play of the quarter. No, there'll be one more play. 2 seconds from the 21. Here comes L.A. for their first drive, as they'll have one play before the 2nd quarter hits. What's his stats? 40 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 4,400 yards. Pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, that was a great drive by Green Bay. But now let's. I mean, the defense had plenty of time. Well, they never. This is the first time they've been on the field. So 2 seconds, one play before the 2nd quarter. And oh jeez. Okay, about 8 yards for Eckler. We headed the 2nd quarter, 7-0 Packers. That was a quick first. Well, not. I was gonna say it's a quick first quarter. Obviously, every play was every play in the quarter was by the Panthers except for that last one. Here we go, and play action, and Herbert is sacked by Rashawn Gary. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. As I thought they were gonna run it, but play action, that didn't really work. Now it's 3rd and 10. And open. Oh, man. That's Devontae Wyatt. He tackled him, but he fell forward for the first down. First down. Now, if he tackled him and he didn't fall forward, it might have been 4th and 1 or 4th and inches, but nope. First down of the game for L.A. Here we go. Play action again. And throwing it over the top. He caught that? No way. Did he catch that one-handed? Yeah, that was a one-handed catch from, I believe, their 31 to our 31. 1st and 10 LA, but my goodness. My goodness. Here's a throw, and it's caught. And it's up to the 21. 2nd and 1. But, man, how do you allow that to happen? I mean, there was a guy on him, but there's also a safety there, too. He threw it over the safety's head. I mean, that was a good throw by Herbert. And play action again. And sack him again! Let's go! And it's Adrian Amos, the safety. And it's 3rd and 11. Our 2nd sack of the game. And he had plenty of time to do something with it, or at least throw it away, but good job by Amos, our one of our safeties. Here we go. Now it's 3rd and 11. That ball's caught. No, it's actually dropped. 4th and 11. And they're at R31. So it's going to be about a 50-yard field. Oh, no. It'll be about a 48-yard field goal. 48-yard field goal from in between the hash marks. And the tit is no good as he pushed it over to the right. And the Panthers take over. As the Chargers kicker missed the tit as he pushed it to the right. And we take over from where he kicked it at the 38-yard line. Yeah, we take over from where he kicked it, which is the 38-yard line. Our 38-yard line, obviously. 3:24 to go in the half. We have the ball back, up 7-0. Here we go. And in stride is Tanyan. He can trut some people. And he trut a couple of times, maybe. Rodgers 4 for 5, 60 yards. First down, Green Bay, already at the LA 42. Let's go. Now halfback stretch. Set the edge. Oh, Jones broke a tackle. Good job by Jones to get 5 yards out of that. Second down and 5. He already has 30 yards in this game. So a smash return. 2:25 to go in the half. Quick first half here. Here we go. Come on, boys. And here's a throw, and it's caught Godwin. And he's out, or he's inbounds at the 25-yard line. First down, Green Bay. Let's go. 2-minute warning, 7-0 Packers, and the Packers are on the move. First and 10 from the 25, 2 minutes to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Ellie does get the ball after halftime. And got the throwaway to Pickens. And it's second down and 4 for the 19. So good catch by Pickens. Got sets. Here we go. I'm going to give it to Jones. And Jones will get the... No, he won't get the first down. It's 3rd and inches. I object that spot. I know that he was clearly across the first down marker. Here we go. It's did it now, though. Okay, got it now, barely. Got 3 yards out of that. 1:10 to go. I'm running the clock down. I want to score, obviously, but also I don't want to give the Chargers any time if I can help it. 1 minute to go. First and 10 from the 12. Rodgers over the middle. It's caught by Godwin. No one was open. Well, he was open. Second down and 5. I know I done no huddle. Well, I was going to, but never mind. 35 seconds to go. I don't really like this. Let's go with a run. That side's kind of open. And now Jones is in. Touchdown! And we're up 13-0. As we're up 13-0 with 27 seconds to go in the first half. Let's go. Dillon has a touchdown on the ground. Now Jones has a touchdown on the ground. And we're up 13-0 with under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Let's go. So a touchdown on that almost 6-minute drive. Then the Chargers missed a field goal, and then we go down and did another touchdown. And we're up 14-0, 27 seconds to go in the first half. 8 plays, 62 yards, 2 minutes and 57 seconds long. All high fives on the Packers sideline. But this game is obviously by no means over. Now it'll be a touchback. Chargers, 27 seconds, all 3 timeouts. It's plenty of time. So they were down in field goal range last time, but their kicker missed the field goal wide right. Come on, no points here, boys. No points, because they also did the ball after halftime. Come on. And here's a throw. That ball's caught. Keep him in bounds. That's a good tackle. Keep him in bounds so they have to use their timeouts. They got 10 yards up to the 35. 23 seconds to have used their first timeout. Here we go, and here's a throw. That ball is also caught. And he broke a tackle, and it's also like hurdled a guy. And he's at midfield. 16 seconds. They're 49 technically. But yeah, I mean, come on, boys, let's go. But also their kicker might miss the field goal then, but we can't do that. Here we go. Come on. And down in the 39, 10 seconds. They call their final timeout. And time runs out. And they were at our 39, but also their kicker missed the field goal last time. But they didn't call their final timeout and didn't even try a field goal. And we're up 14-0 at the half. And here's the halftime show by Jonathan Coachman. That was a heck of a catch right there. Here we go. That was a abbreviated halftime by Jonathan Coachman. 14-0 at the half. 14-0 now still, obviously, as we start the second half. 12 minutes to go, because it's 6-minute quarters, like I said. So 12 minutes to go here in the Super Bowl. We're up 14-0. This game is by no means over, like I said. Still 12 minutes to go. But we are up 14-0. Our defense has been playing well, somewhat. I mean, 2 drives, obviously the missed field goal for LA, and then the last drive ended because the half ended. And that's going to be 7 yards. Herbert 7 for 8, 101 yards. Obviously they missed the field goal, and then their second drive ended. Missed field goal in the first drive, second drive ended because the half ended. Here we go. Come on, boys. Deep the way. Come on, defense. There's a screen pass. Sacked! Kenny Clark. Our third sack. It was Rashawn Derry, Adrian Amos, and Kenny Clark. And it's second down. No, it's third down, isn't it? It is third down. Third down and 10. That was a screen pass, but he didn't get the ball to the running back. Must not have been open or something, because everyone busted through about a second after oh, that could have been picked off, but that also was dropped by the defender, and then dropped by the receiver, and then dropped by the defender. Yeah, on that second down play, that must have been a screen, because the defensive lineman got through everyone in like a second. So that must have been a screen pass, because the offensive lineman let him go, but screen pass never came about. Here's Pickens on the return, and Pickens, dude, ref, that's a late hit. He tackled him in the bench. I mean, he was already out of bounds, and then he was tackled. Aaron Jones, 10 rushes, 44 yards, and a touchdown. He's averaging 4.4 yards per rush. 4:53 to go in the third quarter. We have a chance to go up by 3 scores. Any score would make it a 3-score game. Here we go. Come on. And Rodgers he does offensive lineman, his own offensive lineman, and now Elton Jenkins is hurt. One of our offensive linemen is hurt. Rodgers got 4 yards, but he would have got maybe more, but he ran into his offensive lineman. So 2nd and 6 now from our 49. And here's a throw, and it's intercepted. As it's intercepted by number 3, and he's tackled by Godwin at their 49, and LA has the ball back at midfield. As I tried to throw it over players' heads, but one jumped up and caught it. I didn't see number 3 until after I threw it. And now play action, and over the top, that ball's caught. More yardage, and that's about 30 yards down to our 27. Yeah, that was not good. Bruised ribs for Jenkins. Re-injury risk is high, so the backup is Zach Tom. So I'm going to put in the backup Zach Tom. Obviously, he'll play once we get the ball back, because obviously we're on defense right now. Here we go, and good play by Devondre Campbell. Eckler, 2 rushes, 7 yards. He lost a yard on that one. 2nd down and 11 now. Come on, boys. 5 wide for LA. And here's a throw. That ball's caught, and it's going to be 3rd and inches. The tackle by Campbell. But now they only need 3rd and less than a foot. 3.5 to go in the third. They're driving their first score. Here we go. They're passing on 3rd and inches. 40's wide open, and he's down to the 4. 1st and goal LA with 3 minutes to go in the third. This is not good. That interception might have turned the script. Here we go. 2:40 to go in the quarter. I don't like this defense we're in. Now they're audible, and this player's running from left to right and the other way around. Here we go, and here's a throw, and it's caught, and it's a touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board. 4-yard touchdown, and the Chargers are on the board. As they're within 8, and they're on the board, obviously. It's now 14-6 Packers. As they have cut our lead in half. From 14-0 to 14-7. But we still have the lead. 2:29 to go in the third quarter. It's now 14-7 Green Bay. Now let's get a touchdown. Let's go. I mean, we have 3 drives, 2 touchdowns, and that interception. Here's Dobbs from the goal line. And Dobbs did return again. About 30-yard return up to the 32-yard line. Here comes the Packers again. Let's have another 6-minute drive, shall we? Or even if it's not 6 minutes, we need to get a touchdown. Because it seemed that we need to get the momentum back in our favor here. And that's incomplete. I mean, the momentum is definitely not shifted. Let's go with the screen here. That could maybe be a bid buster, but also it could be a disaster. Hopefully it's a bid buster. And here we go. Blockers in front somewhat. And Jones got about 6. It's now 3rd and 4. It's a huge third down here. Huge third down. Here we go, 3rd down, 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. It's a huge 3rd down here. Here we go. And here's a throw, and it's... That could have been intercepted. Now it's 4th down, and I'm going to have to punt. Titus turns here after they scored a touchdown, or interception by Rodgers, and a touchdown by LA, and now a punt by Green Bay. We went 3 and out on that drive. And a tackle as they take over at their 23, 1:38 to go in the 3rd. As they did the ball back, and a touchdown would tie the game. Come on, boys. Let's go, defense. From the 23, LA has the ball. And now handoff to Eckler to tackle by Douglas. Or not Douglas, by number 39, whoever the heck that is. Here's Rodgers and Vinny J looking at the tablet. 1:10 to go here in the 3rd. Come on, defense. And now another run, but a stop by, I believe that was Rashawn Derry, and it's 3rd and 6. Another 3rd down here as Alexander's flutzing over there. Flutz after we stop him here. Under 1 minute to go in the 3rd. Come on, this is a big play here. Late in the 3rd, we're up by 7. Here we go. And here's a throw, and it's dropped. 4th down. Let's go. Even if he caught it, Devondre Campbell tackled the guy who dropped it right in the spot. So even if he caught it, he would have been short. And here we go. Punt for LA now. I believe it's their 2nd punt. Pickens from the 30. Just don't fumble it. And he's up to, he's still fighting, up to the 42-yard line. 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. I'm going to start with a run here just to get to the 4th quarter. So let's start with a halfback dive, and then we'll be in the 4th quarter, assuming he doesn't fumble it. But if he doesn't fumble it, we'll be going into the 4th quarter with the lead here. And Jones, good play. Up to our 49. 2nd down and 3. Now be end of the quarter. So I'm not going to snap it again. 3, 2, 1. We headed the 4th quarter up by 7. As we did not score, we scored 7 in the 1st, 7 in the 2nd, but did not score in the 3rd. Chargers scored none in the 1st and none in the 2nd, but did score 7 or a touchdown in the 3rd quarter. And we didn't score at all in the 3rd quarter. Here we go. 2nd and 3. Here we go. And Jones got the 1st down and more. And he got about 20 up to under their 34. 1st down and 10 Green Bay. Here we go. I don't like this play. Let's go with double post here. Here we go. Here we go. Here's a throw. And it's dropped by Godwin. Hold on to the ball. Man. 2nd down and 10 now. But also, I'm going to switch this. Even if a field goal make it a 2-score game, we don't necessarily need a touchdown. I'm trying to get a little closer for 3rd down. Got 3 yards closer. We're on the 31-yard line. This would be about a 50-yarder from here. I don't want a field goal though. I want a touch, or I want a field goal made it a 2-score game. And there's only 5 minutes to go, so I don't want this play. Let's do this. I don't want play action because that's how you might get sacked. There we go. Don't be done with the football here. Here we go. There's a throw and it's caught. And he took a big hit and lost the football. Dude, Godwin, you gotta hold on to the ball. I know you took a big hit. I mean, you made the catch, but then a big hit jarred it loose. Was he down, though? I don't know if he was down. It's hard to tell. He let down, actually. Like, I'm not just saying that. He let down to me. Like, review that. Like, seriously, he let down. Oh, okay. Maybe he wasn't down, but... Or the Dane just screwed with me. But this is not good. I mean, we were in field goal range, too. And that was... My goodness, but... He wasn't down. Second down and 4 now, but now they have a golden opportunity to tie the game. My goodness. I mean, that was not my fault. The interception was. The fumble is not. I mean, that was not my... Well, you might be thinking, don't take the big hit, but maybe that's my fault. Here there's a throw, and it's... No! Whoa! I want to watch a replay on that. Replay? I don't want to challenge it. I just want to... Well, I might challenge it, but I don't want to challenge it. Yeah, I left it out to me. But also, I'd be 100% sure, because if I lose a challenge, I lose a timeout. One... Oh. One. Oh, that is 2. Because he got his right foot was planted, and then he got the left foot, so... I didn't know, his right foot was already on the ground when he caught it. 4:02 to go in the Super Bowl. Here we go, come on, D. And that ball is going to be caught. And good tackle by Savage. Second down and 6. Our takeaways, during the season we were ranked 30th, which is third to last. Today we have none. We do have stops, though. We just have no turnovers. And we have 3 sacks, but no turnovers. Second down and 6, 3.5 to go in the Super Bowl. Come on. Here we go, and here's a throw, and it's caught. I mean, could you be any more lost on the play, defender? I mean, and that was Amos. And now they're in the Green Bay territory, 3 minutes to go here in Vegas. Come on. Under 3 to go. And here's a throw, and it's intercepted! Aaron Stokes could be a Super Bowl hero! And he's gone! Touchdown! As it was tipped and then picked off, and it's a pit six. Aaron Stokes comes up clutch. And we're up by 13 again. As it did hit something on the way. I believe it hit Devondre Campbell. And then Aaron Stokes caught it at his knees. Got through everyone. And returned it about, what, 50 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are up 20-7. A huge jolt for the Packers. My goodness, what a play as he writes his name, as Aaron Stokes writes his name in the Super Bowl history with the pit six, because that doesn't happen every time. That has happened before. That's not the first ever Super Bowl pit six. That has happened before, but he still writes his name in the Super Bowl record book. Aaron Stokes does with that pit six, and we are up 21-7 with only 2:47 to go. A huge play for this team and this defense. And we're up by 13, or up by 14, excuse me. 2:47 to go in the game, and that's a touchback. You didn't miss anything. 2:47 to go, like I said. We're up by 14 here. I mean, it's going to take a miracle for LA, but you know what happened in Super Bowl 51 with Atlanta? They choked the 28-3 lead and lost. So, this game's not over until triple zeros are on the clock. And it's going to be 7 yards. They're not going with no huddle. Surprising they're not. Because, I mean, they need 2 touchdowns here. They're going 5 wide. 2:20 to go here. Here we go. Sack him. And here's a throw, and it's going to be thrown into the Packers bench. It's 3rd and 3. If we do win the Super Bowl MVP should be Aaron Stokes, because, I mean, that pit six was huge. Because all the momentum was with the Chargers, but now all the momentum's with us after that pit six. 2:13 to go here. It's 3rd down, and it's caught, but stayed in bounds. And no timeout or anything, so that's going to be the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning, we're up by 14, and the Chargers are looking for a miracle. I can feel it, but this game's not over. Still 2 minutes. Crazier things have happened. So this game's not over yet. Here we go. There's a throw, and it's caught. No, it's dropped, excuse me. So just don't let them score quick. Even if they score, don't let them score quick. Like, don't let them have like a 50-yard or 60-yard touchdown here. If they score a touchdown, make them use as much clock as possible. Here's a throw, and it's caught, but stayed in bounds. So that means they have to no huddle or call a timeout. They don't no huddle. I don't know how it's only a 5-second run out. That should have been more than. It should have been like 10 seconds. Here's a throw. Why is that guy so open? Why is that guy so open? And that's about what the that thin I did not want to happen happened. 50 yards or something like that. 135 to go, and it's an 8-point game at end. And it's going to be 7 points if he didn't make the PAT. And the extra point is good from the Chargers kicker, and it's a 7-point game again. And they still have all 3 timeouts, so this game is by no means over. 135 to go. We only need 1 first down, I think. Maybe 2, but we need a first down, or at least 1 first down. I think we only need 1 first down to end the game. And it's up to the 27-yard line, 131 to go. All 3 timeouts for both teams. Come on. I'm going to start with a run here. Start with an inside zone. We only need 1 first down to end this game. Come on. Here's Jones. Jones! Oh, I gotta put the ball carrier on conservative, because that was a big hit. He could have easily lost the ball. I gotta put it on conservative. I don't want a super sim. That was an accident. Conservative. Second and 6. I'm gonna run it again. 3rd down TBD. It just depends also. Depends what the defense is, and also depends how far it is. Here we go. And now Jones has got the first down! And that could be the dagger! And it only calls their 2nd timeout. But let's put the tempo to 2 clock. I probably should be kneeing it. Hope it doesn't come out to bite me. I mean, I don't know. Here we go. Here's Jones. And Jones up to the 46-yard line. 2nd down now. They call a final timeout. That should be the game. I think that should be the game. I mean, now it's saying QB kneel here, and that's what I'm going to do. As that's the victory formation with Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers under center, Aaron Jones to his left, A.J. Dillon to his right, and then Kylan Hill, our 3rd-string running back there, number 32. And it's now 3rd and 6, but I don't think. Well, definitely 1 more play, but I don't think I have to do 2 more plays. That should be the game. As I am so excited. I just have to wait for it to pass 40 seconds, because the play clock is 40 seconds. There's 43 seconds on the game clock. And I just have to snap it with 1 second left on the play clock. I do, and that should be the game. It will be, because there's about a 3-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. There's more time on the game clock. There's more time on the play clock. So, yeah, I mean, we're gonna win the game. I wish in real life, obviously, the celebration would have already started, but in this game it won't until triple zeros. 13 seconds. Let's do the final countdown, folks. Packers are gonna win it in 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Packers have won the Super Bowl. As Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers have won Super Bowl 58 here in Las Vegas, as we hang on to beat the Chargers 21-14. After the game, Packers hang on to beat the Chargers 21-14. The hero is Eric Stokes with that pick six. As that's a difference in the game, and he should be the Super Bowl MVP in my opinion. Packers win their 5th Super Bowl in franchise history, and Aaron Rodgers wins his 2nd Super Bowl in his career. He won Super Bowl 45 against the Steelers in Dallas, and now he wins Super Bowl 58 against the Chargers here in Las Vegas. What a game. Packers win at 21-14. And they've won their 5th Super Bowl in franchise history. And Eric Stokes is the Super Bowl 58 MVP. Had that pick six, which ended up being the game-winning pick six. Was a difference in the game. and he's a Super Bowl 58 and he's a Super Bowl 58 MVP. I'm so happy right now. I am so happy. And there's Aaron Rodgers, or Vinny J, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Chris Godwin, Devondre Campbell. Out there is Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Chris Godwin, Devondre Campbell, and then obviously the Packers head coach, Vinny J. There's Aaron Rodgers with the Vince Lombardi Trophy, and as that is his second Super Bowl win, or that's Aaron Rodgers' second Super Bowl win in franchise, or that's Aaron Rodgers' second Super Bowl win in his career. And I wish it was a little more. I wish the Super Bowl celebration was a little more in depth, which I think it is if you're on next gen. If you're on Xbox Series S or S or PS5, it is a little more in depth. I think they have some guy walk it down like the row with all the players around it, and all the players touch it like real life. That's the Super Bowl celebration if you're on next gen, like PS5 or Xbox Series X or S. I'm on PS4, so not old gen, but current gen, I guess. So the only thing on PS4 and Xbox One is what you just saw. That's the only Super Bowl celebration in PS4 and Xbox and Xbox One is what you just saw, which is still pretty good, but it's also been like that for years. I wish they would change it for PS4 and Xbox One, and not just PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. But we still won. I'm not complaining. I'm so happy. Rodgers only had 108 yards. Herbert had 255 yards and 2 touchdowns. But really, the difference in the game, obviously, first touchdown, A.J. Dillon rushing touchdown. Second touchdown, Aaron Jones rushing touchdown. Third touchdown, Eric Stokes, our, I think, like, third-year cornerback, pick six. And that ended up being the difference in the game. Because at the time, the Chargers had all the momentum. And then and I believe Herbert's pass, I believe it tipped off of Devondre Campbell, and then was picked off by Stokes, and he ran all the way for the touchdown. As the Packers have won the Super Bowl, as this is a great way to end Madden 23 and this series, as I won my third Super Bowl total throughout all my Madden 23 series. I've won 3 Super Bowls, one in franchise, one in face of the franchise, and one in career mode. The only series I didn't win it in was Fantasy Draft Franchise, but 3 Super Bowls is still better than, well, 0, 1, or 2, so I'll take 3 Super Bowls. Aaron Rodgers ends his Packers career in this series with a Super Bowl win. I mean, this is a good game, but the offense was humming, but then obviously, I mean, we only had 3 drives in the second half. The interception, the fumble, and then that last drive where we just ran out the clock. So, yeah, Rodgers only had 108 yards, but if you asked him if this is a real Super Bowl, he wouldn't care as long as we won the Super Bowl. And in this case, I don't care. I don't care if he had 20 yards, as long as we won. That's all that matters. It's a great way to end this series, like I said, and a great way to end Madden 23. As this is most likely my last Madden 23 video. I might do one more Play Now day, maybe, just to end Madden 23, but also I might not. So this is definitely the last episode of this series, and it might be my last Madden 23 video altogether. So, if it is, Madden 23 is a fun year. I won 3 Super Bowls throughout all, that's including all my Madden 23 series. Madden 24 only comes out in about a month and a half. I believe it's August 18th. And today is July 1st. So, it's about a month and a half until Madden 24 comes out. And obviously I'll be doing probably the same 4 series as this year. I'll do the same 4 series as in Madden 24 that I did in Madden 23. Franchise, career mode, face the franchise, and fantasy draft franchise. And obviously next year in my Packers franchise, we'll have Jordan Love and not Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, I'll show you the stats. I mean, stats of the other players. I mean, that's not. What am I doing? Player stats. I went to view highlights accidentally, but yeah, Justin Herbert. I mean, 19 for 25, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 255 yards. Rodgers 9 for 14, 108 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Russian, Aaron Jones 16 for 89 and a touchdown. I'm starting to go with Packers. Jones 16 for 89, so not 150 yards, but still 89 yards. So 16 for 89, 1 touchdown. Rodgers 3 for 2 yards. He had that 1 rush and then the 2 kneel downs. And then A.J. Dillon 2 for 11 and a touchdown. He got our first touchdown. and then the Dwara 1 for 1. And then receiving, Godwin 3 for 36, Tanyan 3 for 28, Pickens 2 for 38, and Jones 1 for 6. So I mean, it was really just a running game. And then defense, I mean, the defense won this game. The defense is ranked best in football, by the way. Stats. Kenny Clark, we had 3 total. Kenny Clark had 1, Adrian Amos had 1, Rashawn Gary had 1. And then tackles for a loss, we had 4. And then tackles total, I mean, you had Amos with 5, Devondre Campbell with 4, Alexander with 4, Savage with 3. I mean, it was good all around. And obviously, the man of the hour, Eric Stokes with a touchdown, or with the pit sits, and he returned it 54 yards to the house for the touchdown. And it ended up being the game-winning touchdown. And then Kitten, Huff, obviously never had a field goal. He went 3 for 3 on extra points, though. And then the Chargers kicker is, no, that's this guy, Sam Solomon, who was 2 for 2 on extra points, but missed that 1 field goal. And like I said, the Chargers kicker, Sam Sloman, 2 for 2 on extra points, but he did miss that 1 field goal, which even if he made it, we still would have won just by 4, not 7. But I never heard of this guy. He's out of my college was Miami of Ohio. I've never heard of that college. Never. I actually don't know. Our kicker's from Virginia Tech. Their kicker's from Miami of Ohio. It's clearly in Ohio, I would think, because it says of Ohio. But I'm not sure where. Well, I'm not sure. I've never heard of that school, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, our kicker only needed to do those 3 extra points. He never had a field goal attempt. Because remember, on that first drive, we had 3 fourth down conversions, including the one that did the touchdown on our first drive. That was like a 6-minute drive. That set the tone, because then we were up 14-0. Chargers made it 14-7, and obviously Stokes at the pit sits, made it 21-7. Chargers got a touchdown in the final 2 minutes, made it 21-14, and then obviously we got the ball back and ran out the clock. And yeah, I mean, I think I said this after last year. I might have said it off camera. I'm not sure. I said after we lost in the playoffs last year to the Falcons, next year we were going to be back, and hopefully we would win the Super Bowl. Well, obviously next year, which was obviously this year, next year was obviously the year I was talking about was this season, 2023. Obviously we made the playoffs, got farther than last year, and got all the way to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl. Because if we lost, I mean, I wouldn't be happy, because I really wanted to win this game, and we did it. We did it. I really wanted to win the Super Bowl with the Packers, knowing that this is my last series left in Madden 23. I really wanted to win, and especially because we lost. I wanted to win because it was our last Madden 23 series, or my last Madden 23 series, and because we lost in the playoffs last year, and we got the job done, barely. Obviously, the Chargers, if that even like 4 or 5 more minutes, they might have tied the game, but hey, they ran out of time as we got the ball back, up by 7. With like with 1:30 left, took care of business. As Jones ran through the throat of the Chargers defense, they couldn't stop him on that drive, and the Packers ran out the clock. 5th Super Bowl in franchise history for the Packers, and the 2nd Super Bowl for Aaron Rodgers' career. Super Bowl number 2 for Aaron Rodgers, and Super Bowl number 5 for the Packers as a franchise. Yeah, I really have nothing left, as I'm just really happy we won. I know it's just a video game, but if we lost, I would have been not happy. But I'm ecstatic that we won. Yeah, let's see if I can win it in Madden 24. I'll probably win at least 1 Super Bowl throughout all 4 of my series in Madden 24, because I'm obviously out of my 4 series, I won 3 Super Bowls. Franchise, I won a franchise, won in face the franchise, I won in career mode. So yeah. This is a great way to end this series and to end Madden 23. This was a great way, like I said, to end this series and end Madden 23. I hope you enjoyed this video. You should have, because I won the Super Bowl. This was a great game. Probably was a great game to watch. As I thought, I mean, we had momentum at the beginning, up 14-0, but the Chargers fought back and had momentum when they were down 14-7. But then we got it back when Stokes had that pit sits. And like I said, Eric Stokes was his Super Bowl 58 and like I said, Eric Stokes was the Super Bowl 58 MVP. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. You should have, because I won the Super Bowl, and I'll see you in Madden 24. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. After that's time for closing the board. If you had stepped out at the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm gonna see you in my next video here on this channel. And you know, I'm gonna see you in my next video here on this channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Eat a lot of bacon. Go Packers, or go Packers, of course. And I'll most likely see you in Madden 24. See you then.